Hello, viewers. You're welcome to another episode of the N.O.W show, the network of overcomers and winners, taking you on a journey to self-discovery and becoming the best version of yourselves created. Today's show, wow, we're going to be talking trauma and healing. Trauma and healing is our episode for today. And joining me to talk about his experience is my guest, my brother, my friend, Mr. Babajide Adekitan. Good morning after a while. How to the N.O.W show?
I'm glad to be here.
Finally, I can say to everyone, that finally, because we talk about it for some time and it takes us a process and everything. But I'm just happy that you're here today. And thank you so much for doing this with us, for sharing of your life with us. God bless you.
You know what they say now, it's the part of you for the world to learn from. So
wow, a bit of you for the world to learn from. Babajide Adekitan, a distinguished business development executive, chartered accountant, and president of the Lemonade Network, is a testament to resilience and determination. Born in the vibrant city of Lagos Island, Nigeria, Babajide's journey from his early years to becoming a business leader has been marked by a series of challenges that he adapted transformed into opportunities. His journey through life and the world of business has not only shaped his professional success, but has also fueled his personal mission to inspire others, which led him to creating the Lemonade Network, a platform built around supporting emerging creatives with a dream of taking over their industries. Once again, welcome with me to the N.O.W show, Mr. Babajide Adekitan. I can see that you are a dreamer like us. You have a dream. Wow, trauma. You did suffer trauma growing up, and which led you into, a number of things. So we're talking about your life story. So I think you should just think about from here from me. Still help me out. Yes.
So growing up for me had two sides. There was the side of, I don't know, there was just something inside of me that was just for me, like was the voice in me and that was the only thing I had that was making me up as a person. Every other thing wasn't pleasant per se. Like I was born to a family of, a family at that wasn't even polygamous. Family, family of kids. Both my parents were teachers, but I don't know, maybe because we were a lot of children and due to their own challenges as well. Like I'm the last born, so at the point where they had me, they were already done. What you were done, like
you were got them put on time. Any?
I don't know why, but my mom still even tried. Like, but my dad was, I don't know what he was waiting for. I don't know but it was just done with children. It was done with even himself. Like, he wasn't even doing anything with himself anymore. It was just on like he did. And for a child, the child has like several needs outside maybe education. It's still that you need to properly like groom your child, teach them how to handle life situations and all that. But in this situation I was in, there was nothing of such. I was just more like listening to the voice inside of me, and that was what was guiding me. So we created that mindset of me just having to sort everything by myself. And I've been doing that. Like, you go to school, nobody's asking how you doing in school, like, you have been any challenges, and you are even expected to come back with good results at the end of the day. Because if you don't, you get beat. Like, you get even providing me with what I need, the support. Yeah, I don't have to support, but I still have to bring out the result. And that was the expectation. I was doing it. I was doing my best. I kept going through everything I could, and nobody really cared. I just go to school. Like most kids will say, no, I don't want to go to school to that step. Me, when I would cry is when you tell me not to go to school. That was my escape.
Wow. So that was your escape.
Yeah, I just wanted to leave that environment. I wanted to be somewhere different. I wanted to be out of. Well, my mother tried. I won't say she did not try, but it wasn't enough to. It wasn't like now that I'm an adult that I see how my siblings are not each other, but the way I see my siblings, like the attention you pay to your children is way more than just providing education and all that. So that really shaped me to just being on my own. I really not expressing so much, so I don't really used to talk. Nobody knew what was going on with me, and I'm doing for a long time until I was in my teenage years, and I lost my sister.
So at the moment, before you even became a teenager, so you had the love bottled off it. Yeah, I got you.
Right from when I was a kid, I never used to hear in school. There was one time when I enjoyed teenager. A pastor, you had time, cancel. What's going on with you? You just be frowning with that. I don't that. I don't have anything to say to you.
Your outlook was one that of a happy child.
I was not. There was nothing to smile about. He always used to tell me he was particular because he was a chapel, but he was always particular about why you know always like what's going on to you. In my old man, I'm like, just let me be this who I am, and I took that who I was. One way that's the other side to me that be better than that. So just I'm both the whole lot of emotions, the whole lot of situation and all that were all bottled up in front of me. Yes, and there was nobody to talk to. But temporarily, there was nobody to share your day meets and all that and all that. So you just had to,
something interesting from what you've said is, people how this opinion that it's only in polygamous homes you have parents detached from children. But from what you have said, you wouldn't need nuclear on that. You could actually be lonely in that setting and have the parents detached from the children. Right now,
parents were detached. My other siblings, they were like way older than I was. So they were also trying to sort out their lives.
Everybody's for themselves. Well, on your own.
We're like, wow, it's not their faults, because they are also trying to find stability for themselves. So that before you can help someone, you yourself, you be stable. And that was the mantra for almost everybody. Even now that I'm a bit older, it still happens. I have they are now trying to, my family will not go through what I went through. Everybody is still a continuous loop of just trying to be stable, trying to find balance.
So healing is a continuous journey.
Yeah.
So it's not just an event. So you will always be healing from it's the things, the trauma that they had to you.
It affects a whole lot of decisions, life decisions. A whole lot of things. Because looking back, like I'm 30 now, but I'm not even. I don't even think I want to get married.
Wow.
Not like, because if I look back, I'm like, what is there? So like, do I want to? Because when I look back, there's nothing I see that I'm like, oh, my mom and dad used to be like this, and I think it's time for me. Because all I wanted to do was just run away from that situation and just not do anything that would make me be in that situation. So,
what you have just said, it makes, I always say that the model of anything starts from the home. Now you're saying that you don't want to get married because you didn't see the model of a good marriage growing up. So it's very important for parents to know that whatever you're doing, you're actually forming the lives of your children, even beyond that time.
Yes, way beyond the present time.
Wow.
But I just said that, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, what out on site? You will work on it. I'll be on you.
I'll hopefully have more money. I'm seeing life differently. I'm making that is like, I now understand that it's on me to live a life that would not be like that. So I'm trying to, but they are still like scars that would, so like, if a child grow up with loving parents, you are easy to forgive because there's no trauma in you. So if something happened, you're like, okay, I understand. But now, like, if something happens, is even way beyond the present situation. I might be picking it from like way back, and like it goes deeper for me, and it affects a whole lot of things, you guys. So bottling up a whole lot of my emotions, it made me very emotionally unavailable, something like that. So I'm not even willing to let someone into my emotional space. Yes, what I put so much there, and I'm guarded in so much that having someone out for me is more like, no, you're coming to intrude into my life. Isn't? Or I've been in a situation where people want to like, let me care for you, let me be there for you. I'm like, no, like I'm just day your day. I didn't there. I'm like, I think about it. I'm like, what is your problem? This person is even just trying to care for you, genuinely, and I'm like, I don't say it, but I've tagged it as like the worst year of my life. That was the year I was meant to graduate from university. Was the year I was meant to finish.
You know my laughing, the worst year of your life. How many years I think you only went to my stuff you went and see, you know, just that's kind of and that's how I feel about that particular year. The worst year of your life yet.
But I didn't have to those things. So that year I was just finished from the university. I was going to finish my iCard.
Yes.
So I was even done with my final exam. I was wrapping up. I was done with my projects. It was just minor correction with my supervisor then. I was ready prepared for my iCard exam. Then I got a call. I was schooling in Nairobi. And I got a call from Lagos saying I should come in. And I'm like, I knew, the tone from the phone call, I knew something had happened. I could sense it, that something had happened. So I was like, okay, I'm going to finish the exam, that done my project. I passed the project, I binded it, and I gave a friend of mine that on Monday, please help me submit this to my supervisor. So explained to him that I have to quickly get home. On getting home, I was meant to go to my old house. I got another call saying, no, don't go to your old house, come to our parents' house. For them. Like, what's actually going on? You guys should just tell me already. Now I got to my parents' house. I saw like, let's see, sleep out outside. I'm like, so now I am about what's going on. Entering the house, people were crying. I'm like, joking that I said, my dad did.
Because I mean, that's would be the first thing I go say.
And I just told her that, see, all this drama that I need back, because like my dad did. I mean, they were like, no, he's not your dad. And I'm like, what do you mean? Because it was the eldest. I was like, we're ready for it because it was here. I'm like, it's not your dad. I'm like, what do you mean by it's not your dad? It's your sister. Wow. Man. Worse. What do you mean by us? So I thought that in process, I didn't know where to start from, because the reason why I was very attached to that particular person, she made a lot of sacrifice to go on. She was, of all the 8 children, she was the only one that didn't go to the university, because she had to like sacrifice for others to go. You know, the first one, first child, she was in first girl. Okay, second child. So she was like our mother. So she was always steady in where our mother was in her beginning. She made a whole lot of sacrifice for us. Like, she was someone that's, even as I am, if I needed someone to go to the market, she would really say, okay, let's all this thing. She was always, so that she understood that, yes, that's a family. She was always careful about us still being like good children, even with all the things we went through. I shared our children at that point in time, 4 of them. My own mindset was, let me do the best I can so that I can give back. I can take care of her back. Like, now, she's no more.
And there's a void.
Yes, it just didn't make sense to me. And I just kept asking, why? Why? And I looked at our children and I'm like, these children, like, they were so bonded with her that they only understood her in situations that the way she communicated, even without speaking, they put. So, like, who would take it? And I know my siblings, we are not so careful people. Like, we don't pay attention to a lot of things. Everybody is just, I'm like, who would now be the one to pay attention to this and all that and all that? I have to just keep asking why. and I didn't get answers, and it led to a lot of other things. It led to drug abuse. I started finding suicide. Because normally I don't talk to people. So as I could not even process the information, I still could not talk to anybody about it. So I started taking drugs, trying to find solace. And I didn't know that was the worst to me than the situation itself. Like,
So what's your thoughts when you say using drugs? Was you thought it was going to give you comfort?
yeah. So I thought it was going to take me out of my situation. It was a form of escape. I just wanted to find positivity from somewhere. And he just kept pushing me in deeper to make things worse. On the day of our burial,
What kind of drugs do you take?
so it was a combination of, we used to codeine, stay codeine, then I used to smoke through, just trying to find whatever I could find to make me feel good about myself. And it didn't work, to be honest. The happiness that you experience when you do it, it wasn't there. So it was just amplifying sadness in me. Oh, why is it now happening like this? So that happened. So I lost my sister. I didn't graduate when my mates were graduating. I couldn't finish my ICAL. So a lot of things were happening, and my peers were just doing that. They graduated, like they finished ICAL, and I was just there, like, and the drugs didn't stop at that point. I just kept, and I didn't even know that depression had crept in. Wow, on me, in the process of all these things happening, because I was always in deep thoughts every time. I was just always in deep thoughts as to what is the essence of life, why, what is, because I was speaking it from the point of my sister, myself, the other siblings. I just felt like, what are we even here for? What is the point of all this? And those thoughts just kept coming, and I thought it was normal. Till the point where I started seeing, let me just turn it, the medical side of depression, where you start to, your body functions start to fail and you don't understand what's going on with you anymore. And so I started to experience those feelings, like I was sensitive to everything. I was sensitive to light, sound. Everything, if it's too bright, is a problem. If it's too dark, if it's too loud, if it's too low, everything became a problem. I was sensing things differently. So, and at the point, and I started to see myself that I was the next person to die. That was next. So every day I wake up, I'm like, was today the last day? Wow, how am I going to die? What's pain to kill me? It was just a struggle every day. It was more like I was in debt, but in the inside, I was already dead. I was just feeling. One thing I always just told myself at that time, which probably didn't make me try to commit suicide, was I told myself that, okay, I'm ready to die, but I'm not going to do it by myself. That's deep. Death, I don't know how people die. I don't know if we're dead or I don't know. And whatever is going to come has to come. I'm not going to be the one to do it. So that was just the only thing that saved me from attempting suicide. But now at that point, I now understood why people commit suicide. Because you don't know what they are going through. You don't know. You feel like life is normal. But to them, it's not normal anymore. And the only form of escape or final solution to them at that point in time, it's suicide. For some people. For what else there was, on my own part, I wasn't willing to do it. Again, I was just, there's this, maybe the fighting spirit I've always had. Okay, that was there. Then my sister too, she supported me. She's a doctor. She had like experience with, to be honest, but she was always there to listen.
So you had a good support system.
Yes. So she really helped me with it, because throughout that period where I was having those symptoms and I was saying funny things, she didn't, maybe because of our profession, so she always listened and like followed her stories and like comforted. So
it's not really like you realized you needed help. It was the fact that your sister was a professional and she saw it. So she was able to know that there was an issue. And
Yes.
so I'm just wondering, how do people ever get to a state where they know that they need help?
So at that point in time, all I knew was I wasn't feeling well. That's what I could not pinpoint what exactly was wrong. But I knew something was wrong somewhere. But the thing that helps is I opened up to see I don't feel fine. Okay. So, and I was saying things the way they were. So that time when I used to walk outside, I used to feel like the cloud was on my head. So, but people around me they didn't understand. So at that point in time, we called her because she's a medical. So what the boy is saying, we don't understand. Maybe you would have, maybe because of our experience, she could tell that there's a possibility that I was going through depression and not that. But I just kept saying how I was feeling. So that was probably what helped. And she too, when that I was with her at that point, so she was always asking me a question, okay, how do you see this? How do you feel about this? And she was very particular about, if I wanted to eat, you ask me, how do you want it? You want it cold? You want it hot? So she paid like attention to things that made me feel at ease. So before she now introduced like a medication, I started taking antidepressants at that point. And the first one I started using, it was working, but was giving me, I couldn't sleep. Oh yeah, so there was side effects. Yeah, side effects. It was not good. She had to now change. Consulted with my friend in the I think what called it. Those are working the psychiatric. Okay, so she had a friend there that she was consulting with. So she did out like change the drug. The new drug was better and it's making me sleep. But was not giving me the first like to give me energy. So the next one was helping me stay calmer. But I didn't have a lot of energy. I could not do so much. So what they were just helping me manage and saying, okay, do this, do that. You're just helping me basically manage the situation. It really helped, to be honest. So I don't know how I would have survived without that kind of care at that point in time. So it really, really helped. And I think,
I'm not sure your sister's children are verified now.
they're doing that.
Because, God has a way of, making things beautiful. Because when, at that time, you thought there was a void, you were worried about, people would look after them and things like that. But I always say to people that it never gives us more than we can bear.
Yeah.
I lost my mother at a very young age, and I was the oldest, and had younger ones. And to the deal, but we can come out today to say what the Lord has done. So it's and meanwhile you have a lot of fear at that time, therefore, don't knowing that there's a bright tomorrow. There's always a bright tomorrow.
To be honest, even afterwards, and the situation, the events that happened after, it made me realize that they possibly might not even have had the life they had. Wow, one was alive. God knows.
Yeah, actually, they've grown up stronger.
Yeah, they are.
They are students from adversity. They're going stronger. They're doing fine again.
They are living life. They are more expressing.
I don't know they do on that. And they're coming back to you. What would you say? What is the importance of healing? So living life, so coping with the challenges of life. There's something about doing life. Yes. So what would you say, with your experience?
The thing is, healing, I would say, is a process. It doesn't just happen in my mind. And with my situation, I pay attention to the different areas of healing I have to go through. So I did medical. I was on medications. I took antidepressants every day for 4 years. It was the 4th year I was like, I'm okay now. I'm not taking this anymore. And I had to even start fighting that phase of saying, I'm okay. So I did that part of it. The emotional part of it, I had to start telling myself that whatever situation I'm in, whatever I'm thinking is all in my head, not the reality. And I started in from that to level by level. I started telling myself, you see, the cloud, I won't do like this.
It's not so close to your head. You didn't have a barrel. After I'm like, I started being like practical.
Like I started putting myself practical scenarios to make me understand that this thing is in your head. Okay. So before I started the fear of walking at night, so I started thinking, okay, can I walk from this place to this place? So if I think this place to this place today, after that I feel good about that distance, I would increase it again. Let's say he would get out to walk for a longer distance, even in the darkness. So I started doing like practical, so make me realize that nothing is happening to you. You are all right. So it's a process, and I was involved in the process and ahead. And I started like looking at life differently. I sought God's help. I was listening to a lot of inspiring music. Took out like I used to do Travis Green, intentional. I say everything what you were good. And so you just have to be intentional about right. I was a step-by-step process. I think after like a year, I made the bold step of say my ICANN exam, the last one I didn't write. Let me just write. In fact, I do it. I didn't go back. I was meant to write 5 papers. And I didn't go back and write it. Even if it's one I can find. I was really to say, I don't care about my peer that are there saying, it will take me 5 years to finish this last space. I'll just finish at my own pace. And luckily for me, when I wrote the exam, 5 papers, I passed 4. Wow. And I'm like, amazing. Yeah, I'm like, 4. I skipped. Yeah. See, that's it was that. That alone gave me like more experience to say, oh, wow, 4. The one I actually even failed was like the simplest. I'm like, this one, the writing time, new how fast. So I started like taking those steps again. And there was something that happened when my brother, like the one closest to, he had a child. And our beds just felt like a breath of fresh air to me. Like, I don't know how we happened. I don't know the kind of connection we had. But since the time she was born, I just started to see life again, like differently, that this is something to look forward to. And like that, I started like doing somebody, so I started taking business again. And finally, all the ideas I run with now, I didn't have them before that period. So like, and I know God is a person of our life. So started opening up my eyes to see things differently. Started reshaping my life. Everything just felt different. So it's more like I had a different life before that incident, different life afterwards. And right now, I'm even happier because life is now easier. And everything has put it in place. Yes, yeah. You know, it's so inspiring, you know, hearing you share this, that, you know, you don't stay down. Yeah. And there's a place for affirmations, there's a place for belief, there's a place for, you know, say to yourself that I need to keep on keeping, like you said, on that, you know, so yes. I'm so grateful to you today for, you know, taking this, you know how it is on the Dalshin. Before I know it, time has flown. And, you know, it's like, we never get enough time to delve into it and everything, but I am really grateful to you for sharing this time, for sharing of yourself. I'm sure that it would have inspired somebody out there, if not many people out there, who are so unclear about their lives, the direction of their lives, especially because of the trauma that they've suffered or some events that happened in their life. So thank you so much, man. So there's this thing that we do on the Now Show, which we call the final word, where maybe somebody out there who is listening to both of us, you know, does not take home everything we have discussed. That's the thing that you want them to remember this talk by. It could be a 1 line, it could be 2 lines. The last word, do you think? So I would say it's important for everyone to understand that healing is a process. So you have to stay your process for you, because healing, like the way moves, like you can get a blister, day 1 is so painful, day 2 is still painful, but it's the process into heal. And a day will come, you touch that spot and there's nothing there anymore. So you need to understand that healing is a process. And also, support is very important. Support, it might not be the big thing, but it might be someone around somebody that's going through something. So we need to pay attention to people around us and make sure that we try to know what they are going through, how they are feeling, and let's just all try to make life better for everyone. Life gets better with time.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Life gets better with time. Healing is a process. The wounds become scars to grow you. Until we come your way on the Now Show, I am your regular hostess, Apostle Osa Osho, signing off with my brother, my friend, Babajide Adekitan.
Thank you, Babajide.
Don't forget to like this video. And if you haven't, subscribe to the Now Show channel today and hit the notification bell so that you do not miss any video that is uploaded. Thank you for watching.